Hi, it's 61 degrees this morning, only going to 57, so I'm thinking the temperature is about to drop. But I'm out here today. I got to finish what I started yesterday, and I'm trying to race the rain, so this is going to be short. Let me turn you around, recap what I did yesterday, what I got to do today to widen that out. So this is the area I cleaned up yesterday. That's more than half of it. So this wild area I always keep, but I need to just push some of it more toward the back where there was nothing back there. And I'm keeping it there so the critters have places to hide in the winter and cold weather. So that's all we're doing, and I don't think I'm getting to it today, but I want to bring my other fenced in compost area right next to this guy so that I can move them between one another. So, all right, I'm going to get going because this rain is probably coming in half an hour. Now, this is the area I cleaned up yesterday. Cleaned up a bit more to the left of the mulberry tree. I got just a little bit more left to deal with. This is going to be a future native plant shade garden. I've never really had, most of my yard is like full sun, and this is shaded by this really huge hemlock tree. So I think I do have some May apples coming from Prairie Moon Nursery, which I highly recommend. I'll put the link at the end of this video. But there's that mulberry tree, so this is gonna be this is really shaded. It's a nice cool place to sit, but I think I'm gonna put native plants in here. I will still keep this area as kind of a wild area for the animals and stuff. There's already deer tracks through here from last night. They figured out it was I think they walked through here anyway, but I left a path so that I could get to the other side of the wild sort of patch and just keep it from going out off my property line. But yeah, future native plant garden. More garden, yay! All right, I did it. I came across here, pushed some of the bigger pile of brush back, cleaned up. You can see where the soil is. It had come over the 20 years we've been here, all the way out to here. So I just pulled a lot of that back. I'm gonna have to find some more bricks or another piece of wood to just put here. I haven't seen this wood in forever. I might take a break and see if I can start moving my other compost pile over here. It'll be easier to access. But my little wild area is all cleaned up, sort of. I mean, not really cleaned up, it's just shoved into different places. It was way too far forward, and there was a big empty space back in there, and now that's where all the stuff is. So the critters still have their places to live, so that's good. All right, let's take a break and I'll see what else I can do today. I actually got the old compost fence. This is the least expensive way to create a compost pile. Just some fence poles and some basic inexpensive green fence. I had it back there, moved it over here so it's next to this guy. So now I can shift them back and forth and get compost a little bit quicker. But let me go show you what's left. The reason I wanted to move that too is this compost pile back here I put in when we moved in, and essentially now it's just nice dark compost. So I'm going to use that to start seeds this year. So this big mound here is just soil, and it's about 1.5 feet high. So that's why it needed turned and moved anyway. Well, turned mostly, and I figured might as well move it over there. So I am done for the day. Got more done than I thought. So now I'm going to sit and enjoy the bird song and the fact that it hasn't started to rain yet, though it looks like it might be imminent. Have a great day, everybody. I'm just enjoying the outdoors right now. I did that massive project today. I am surprised that I got it done, so yay me. But this is my PSA for today. If you have a yard, get rid of the lawn, start replacing it with a garden, grow your own food. You need to be more self-sufficient, especially nowadays. It's really important. It's important anytime. You really shouldn't be that dependent on our modern life. We need to spend less and reuse, recycle, you know, use things till they break and can't be used anymore. I have things that are so old that I use. I just keep using till they fall apart, okay? Everyone needs to be doing that. We need to go back to probably the way our great-grandparents lived at this point. But I'm excited because now I've got room for a shade garden, which will be native plants, by the way. And I've got my 2 compost piles here next to each other, which I can move them back and forth to, you know, move them about, and you get compost faster the more you turn it. So if you have any gardening questions, I'm more than happy to answer them or point you in the right direction to find the answer. I think it might be starting to rain. I hear rain, but I'm under my hemlock tree, so it usually has to get pretty heavy before I can feel it here. So I'm gonna sit in the rain if I have to and enjoy this and enjoy just being with nature. So get outside, you know, everyone needs to touch grass right now. But please have a great day.